Greetings, adventurers, and well met. Master of Dungeons here on the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel, twitch.tv/the Master of Dungeons. My camera's already tilted a bit. There we go. All right, it is Tuesday night. Welcome in. It is our second stream. Last time we streamed on Tuesday evening was the previous session of our Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. It was our penultimate adventure. Tonight is the final session of this adventure. The characters had the mirror of reflecting pasts, used it on Lord Soth up here near his throne, piloting the flying citadel on its way to Kalaman to destroy the city. And they were able to get him so close, but at the last moment he did make his save and used his ability to move without provoking attacks of opportunity, and dropping down to the landing below into the massive room where the characters did spot a massive brazier with the purple cataclysmic flames burning inside of it. They're still in turn order, but before we get to the turn order, let us go ahead and reintroduce our characters. We'll start with Io and finish up with Tallulah. Just going across the way that I have the avatars at the bottom of my screen, the names. So what we'll do is we'll have you describe your character, make sure to give the mechanics of the race, class, and level, any pronouns for your character, and then a little bit about your character. So Io, go ahead and describe yourself.
You always want to start with me, and I never write a blurb. Okay. Io, she has white, silvery white hair, dark complexion, wears some red robes because she is a mage of high sorcery of the red robes, and lunar sorcerer. She's a variant human from a small town on the west coast of Solomnia, a fishing village. And so she kind of comes from humble backgrounds. Everyone noticed some strange powers, and the Red Wizards took interest in her, and I mean, not the Red Wizards, excuse me. The mages of high sorcery took an interest in her, and mixing up. And so, I don't know, she started this adventure, and here she is, trying to stay alive.
All right, thank you, Io. Everyone, I'll also go ahead and start with inspiration if you didn't, if you had used it at the last session. Next up, we do have Senate.
All right, Senate is a small, delicate, and incredibly handsome Kender, arcane trickster. He is the diplomat and chronicler and undisputed leader of the group. Everyone does what he says precisely when he says it, at least if they know it's good for them. Lord Soth was directly in his sights and thought the better of it, and so cowardly fled below. But that's really, Senate is still going to take care of business here. Das is up there getting hurt as usual, but we'll take care of things. It's all right, big fella.
Thank you, Senate. And then we have W.
Hey everybody out there, Wolfgang Waldo Weatherby is his name, but he chooses to go by W for what he thinks is pretty obvious reasons. He's a strong silent type on most days, but he always has to grumble and rassin Yosemite Sam at whatever Senate's saying at any given moment. He's a half-elf forge cleric, but he leans more into his dwarven half, and he likes to roll very poorly. Except for last session, which I ended up making up for some good rolls. So we'll see what happens here tonight.
All right, thank you, W. And then we have Rifsar.
Rifsar is the party's second sorcerer. He's he's a human, moderate build, long red hair, that kind of thing. Generally looks like he has a permanent smirk on his face or something. He originally comes from up in Abyssinia, but had to kind of flee there after some local turmoil, so to speak, and ended up going to study under the Mages of High Sorcery and later on joining the Red Robes, same as Io. The main difference being that he has a penchant for fire and generally burning everything to cinders. So that's sort of his answer to everything. And I think that's about it.
Thank you, Rifsar. And then we have Das.
All right. Das, his full name is Dastran de Besed, but is known as Das the Blessed, an honorific that has evolved into his self-appointed title, Das the Best, which indeed he proves time and time again, particularly at the end of the last battle when he struck down Lord Soth to an inch of his own life. Das is a beast of a being. He's about 400 pounds. He's 6'8", over 7 foot when you account for his massive horns. Massive horns. He is also enormously heavy, wearing a plate armor decorated by his colleagues, particularly Tallulah, who helped make it nice and fancy, reflecting also his Solamnic Knight emblems as a Knight of the Sword, as a follower of Kiri Jolith. He originally hails from the island of Kothas, which is part on the Blood Sea, which is where the Minotaurs of Ansalon all dwell. He's got an exceptionally long backstory, which we won't get into now. I'll close out by saying that he holds a Dragonlance in his hand, and he is a level 11 Oath of Conquest Paladin.
Thank you very much, Das. And then we have a little Tallulah.
Tallulah is a little rock gnome. She's got lavender hair, and she's curious about everything. She's a whiz at making wind-up toys that she creates to fascinate and mesmerize. She started tinkering mostly, making toys for her numerous siblings so they would leave her alone to her research and experimentation. She soon ran out of books to read, and in seeking knowledge and understanding of the world to increase her tinkering skills, she set out from home and ran into this motley crew of adventurers and is just having a wonderful time exploring and learning the world.
Thank you, Tallulah. Sounds like someone did some homework. That was awesome. All right, and we do have, when last we left off, as mentioned, Lord Soth was thrashed to within an inch of his own life, descended down where this area is here, to the area below. There was a massive statue of Takesis down there in that room. And we are currently in initiative. It was Das's turn after Lord Soth had went. Das, are you going to follow suit, or is the group going to regroup? We'll let you make the decision, I guess.
So I think, to be fair, what happened was I think I plowed into Soth with my initiative that's up here. He used his legendary action, I believe,
Okay.
off of that. Is that what dropped him below? In which case, then my turn would be over.
Okay.
I think we're actually ended
Yes,
right.
You are correct. That's right. He went right at the end of your turn. So Senate is up.
All right. One question: where is the woman that Caradoc is possessing? I don't
Right
see her on the
here.
map.
Right by Das.
Oh, that's her. Okay. All right. So I will come up out of here, 2, 3, 4. If I can go diagonally, 5 here, just to see what I can see at the edge. I don't see much. How far of a drop is it?
It is about, let me see here, 5, 10, about 20 feet.
Oh, wait a minute. I got those fancy boots thanks to Tallulah. Oh.
Yes, you do.
You do.
Actually, my apologies. 40 feet down.
Oh,
40 feet down, yes.
All right. Well, I can only go 5 more feet, but why not? I will click my winged heels together twice and go. There's no place like above a cataclysmic fire, and come out here. But it looks like I don't see anything here.
No worries. I will move you over to where you actually drop down.
I mean, okay, I guess I do.
As
but
you
no, you're
drop down, Senate, you see the purple cataclysmic flames wash over Lord Soth.
All right. I will just whisper back over my shoulder. Help.
Any action, or do you want to use your bonus action to dash?
No, I'll use an action because I'm here anyways, and Lord Soth is right there, and I'll just look at him and say, "Okay, you're talking about flames. You know, I hail from the frozen country, and do you know what they call a snowbank when it melts?"
Obviously, he's not going to answer, but you can feel free to give him the answer, though.
gotta call up my character sheet. So I can say, a slush fund.
Oh my god.
And by the way, this is the figure behind him. I'm not sure if I had showed you all this last week or the last session.
Mm.
We pointedly went past them, I seem to recall, yes.
Yes, you did. Yes. All right.
Tallulah
and,
wanted to study the machinery, and you wouldn't let her.
I will get to that machinery one way or the other.
And did we go through all of Soth's legendary resistances last time?
Sure.
I don't believe we did because you automatically hit him with the mirror pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I don't
we're
think
going
we
to
did.
attempt. We're going to attempt his saving throw first. For a Wisdom saving throw, DC is 15, and he's going to make it.
All right, makes it anyways. Senate is nothing if not masterfully intelligent, so I'm going to bonus action dash back up over the top. And coming back into the room, I'm just going to shake my head at Tallulah and Io and say, tough crowd out there, tough crowd.
We did have a gold piece redemption. Nova gave Tallulah advantage on her next D20 roll.
Excellent. Well, Tallulah will pity giggle at Senate, potentially out of nervousness as well. And she will move here and whisper loudly to the group, "Does anyone need fly? Like, can we all get down there?" She will wait pensively for a quick answer. W, do you need fly?
Either that or I'm
Ripstar?
gonna make a hell of a dent.
Ripstar, you're good?
If I have chance to respond, I could be like, I can coordinate Featherfall.
I
So.
think we need to be able to get away with backup, is what I think.
Mhm.
You're going to
Well,
have to do
I'm
Featherfall, because I can't remember the last time Das checked his fly.
Tallulah will.
Just do it on dot. I can make myself fly on somebody else if I need to.
In turn order really quick. I'm gonna do W because Io can get to DOS before his turn and Tallulah can't.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm gonna reach out and cast fly on W and say, Io, make sure DOS gets down there.
All right. Any more movement or
And
anything
that
else
is
for
my
Tallulah?
turn.
All right.
No, that was my 425.
All right. Worston Kern is up down here. Worston Kern. He's going to move 5,
And to-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
And to be clear, the bonus action dash was to get back up on top of the shelf, and it was a tactical retreat, not
Gotcha.
fleeing.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me move you over here then. I think they're going to ready an action. All right. Karadoc, what is the save? I guess go ahead and pop up the mirror again. Mirror of reflected pasts.
Oh, I thought you got.
End of each of their turns. There's DC Wisdom saving throw 15. Oh, and Karadoc is no longer affected by the mirror.
Okay.
Io, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to go up to DOS. I'm still invisible for the moment. I'm going to bonus action change my lunar boon to crescent moons, so it's divination and transmutation spells,
Okay.
and I am going to twin fly on the both of us,
Okay.
and so that will cost me one less sorcery point, and that will be. Well, I guess I can. I'm not going to go up until everyone else is there. I'm just ready to fly. And I'm still concentrating, and I'll just move up towards the edge. Or I'll just
Okay.
get out of the way so Doss can get up there. And that will be my turn.
All right. Next up is W.
All right, so I have fly cast on me,
Correct.
but it looks like we're kind of waiting for everyone to go down there, and the last thing W wants to do is fly down there and get blown apart. But if I come up here, that's only 15 feet. Can I see Lord Soth or Western down there?
You can, but for the purposes of, we're not going to be having everyone stand up over here trying to shoot down to them, because then they're just going to move around and all of that.
Sure.
The flames, the purple flames and such like that are so bright from above, it's really hard to make anything out down below.
Okay. Well then, I'll say thanks, Delula. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. And I'll say, we're all going, right? What's the countdown here? What are we letting Das go down first?
Mm-hmm.
You're the cleric. You're supposed to stop that from happening.
Well, I already cast Holy Weapon on his whole thing. I think he going first is a pretty darn good idea at this moment. And I'll elbow Das and say, "Well, let's go. You gonna let him just get away down there?" And I'll hold my action to dash once I see Das fly down there.
Any
That
bonus
way I can
action?
get. Nope, that's it.
Do you want to move your spiritual weapon?
That's not my spiritual weapon. I believe that's Tallulah's dancing sword.
Oh, Tallulah's dancing sword. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right, Rifsar.
Okay, first question, apart from that I'm obviously going to be coming up this way, get to probably about the edge here, roughly. Does using a ready action count as a reaction?
Yes.
Okay. As long as somebody else has a reaction, I think I'm good. I guess you said it was 40 feet down, right?
Yes.
Can I cast Featherfall on myself on this round, or does it have to be as a reaction?
Well, if you look at the casting time of Featherfall, it is a reaction.
It says reaction. So the problem I'm running into is that I would have to jump down as a reaction and cast Featherfall as a reaction. I can't do both things at once.
Correct.
So I might have to wait around.
But you can't jump down. You have to jump down as a reaction.
No, he was
Right,
wanting to
unless
use
I want to
ready
go down right now,
Yeah, he was
in
wanting
which
to
case
ready
I
an
end up tanking
Yeah.
Lord Soth with
Soth.
29 hit points.
Right.
Not a good
Right.
idea.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'm going to just hold out here for a round. I think.
Okay.
Do I have any spells I'd like to cast as preparation?
A potion of
I
healing.
can think of one.
Yeah. Potions of healing. We both you in there.
Hey, you have a point. So I've got a potion of healing that's a greater potion of healing sitting in my bag. I might as well use it now.
All right.
Hey, quick question. I've never thought of this, but Das is big enough to be able to carry Rifsar on his back. Would that, if Rifsar jumped onto Das's back and then Das went over the edge, could Rifsar ready an action? This is very non-mechanically unclear to me if that's actually possible or not.
Describe how you're going to be moving over there, having Rifsar do that. He really can't do it now since he's taken his potion of healing. So you would have to ready an action for that. And obviously, with the time, how fast the rounds are going, there's really no chance for you to say, hey, don't do that. Here's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? So, but mechanically, what I would say is if they were to ready an action to jump on your back, and then you were to jump over the edge, I'd probably give them some sort of save or or an ability check or something like that. As long as you still had some movement remaining as well to drop down the 40 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay. Helpful to know.
It's an interesting idea, though, but yeah, I think I'm done now.
All right, Soth is up. Soth is going to.
This is why I'm happy none of us are down there to like get the full
He's-
might of whatever he's gonna do.
He's going to ready an action and get all of his legendary actions back.
Oh no.
Okay.
Das, you're up.
All right. Bring it on. 1, 2. 2 for moving through Senate space. I have a fly speed, though. 3. And then starting to descend straight at Soth.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me move you over there.
Sure.
Any chance I can come to since I held my action to
Sure,
dash?
sure.
All right. So that's that puts me. I was 3. That was 15 feet of movement, I believe.
One second though, because Lord Soth's ready action is going to go off for his reaction.
Bring it on.
On Das.
Oh.
So anything third level or lower, which would be, I think, the
Yes.
the fly spell.
Mm-hmm.
What level is the holy weapon or whatever? That's higher
But it's
level,
only, is
right?
it?
Holy
It's
weapon is 5th.
Fifth level?
But it-
So that's fine.
But it's only one, right?
Yeah,
It's
it
only
only gets
one,
to do
right?
one.
Yeah. So the fly goes away.
Yes, the fly will go away.
Okay. And I notice.
No, that's what I was
Yeah,
asking. That's why I was asking what the levels of what all spell effects do you
Yeah.
have on you right
Yeah.
now, Das.
All right.
Do you hear me?
So,
No. Das, what all spell effects do you have on you currently? Just the
Oh,
fly
sorry.
and the holy weapon, is that it?
Is just the fly and the holy weapon.
Okay,
Nothing
perfect.
else. Right?
All right, cool. So he will
I
dispel
didn't do that.
the fly.
All right.
It did its job. Das is down there.
It definitely did,
Yes.
yes. Oh, yes.
Would you say it's a 40-foot drop?
Yes.
If I had saved my action to dash, is there any way that my tiny half-elf dwarvish form could try and catch Das?
No. If you had a reaction, maybe.
Yeah. Let's say, are there any reaction?
H2 does have a reaction. I still
but
have one.
here's the situation, though. At the moment, you're not going to be falling because right now you're just on top of the statue.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a statue right here. So the flight stops and you alight on top of one of her wings.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? Because you only moved 5, 10. That was what, 15 or 10 to get there where you were at?
15.
15, yes. So you still have some movement if you want to make some movement.
So it looks like this stand, like West.
Oh, yeah.
Kern.
Kern does have a
is-
ready action as well.
Oh, that's not what I was reminding you of, but sure.
This would be for Dawson. This is Dawson W.
You have advantage on wisdom saves because
Yep.
we had Heroes Feast for
You
breakfast.
do have advantage on wisdom saves. And you are also in Das's aura as well for W.
Oh, thank goodness.
Actually, I believe we can't. Yeah, I believe we cannot be frightened in my aura. So.
That's
Oh
a
yeah, we're immune to
possibility.
frightened.
But the
We're
same-
immune to frightened because of Heroes
yeah.
Feast.
Hold on. It doesn't make you immune from the psychic damage if you've that
Yes.
thing does. Okay.
Sure it does.
So go ahead and make your saves at advantage.
All right. Wisdom advantage. Nope. Nope.
Okay. So psychic damage is 23.
Got it.
Fairly low. About average. It's about average, yeah. All right, so
All right.
there you can go ahead and continue. They're both of their raid actions went off.
All right. So Kern is on like the ground further down, right? Versus
Yes,
it looks like
Soth
is platform.
about 5 feet up, and there's another 5 feet up to this part of the platform, and you see again that massive brazier with the purple cataclysmic flames.
Okay. So let's see. I am no longer flying, which basically means I believe correct me if I'm wrong. With that, then with 15 movement I used, I have 15 left.
And Das, I have to make a con saving throw to make sure your weapon is still holy.
Go for it.
And I'm going to use my inspiration to do so.
What do you need a con save for?
Holy weapon.
I mean, for what? You didn't take any damage,
For this-
right? Oh yeah, you took half of that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, half damage. So I used inspiration, and your weapon is still holy.
Got it. Okay. So Mitch, and to basically, if I were on the ground, if not on the wing of this dragon, I would just go 1, 2, 3. That would be the rest of my 15 movement. But I obviously have to get down from the dragon first.
Yeah, that'll be about
is the
10,
rule
about 10 feet of movement there.
Okay.
So you can
So
get
I
up
was
to Worston if you wanted to.
So it's 10 feet of movement to do that, and then right here I can get 10 feet to get down.
Yeah, you can move to
Okay,
there or
good.
to there, and you can still reach either spot's 10 feet with the
Okay. But
Dragonlance.
Soth is slightly elevated. You said so he's not in reach of the Dragonlance.
Does it have 10-foot reach, right?
It does.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going for. We know who I'm going for. All right.
Knight
so
of the
that was
Ruse.
Yes. The Tarnished Knight. So that was all my actions. Bonus action, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to harness. I will throw this up there.
Harness Divine Power?
Yes, I've actually never used this before, but good thing to learn today. Harness Divine Power to switch over a Channel Divinity over to a spell slot. That will be a 2nd level spell slot. And I will swing at Soth as my action. First with advantage from inspiration.
Okay. That will unfortunately miss.
All right. Second, just straight up shot, no advantage.
That will hit.
All right. So we've got just the Dragonlance itself, 14. Then the built-in radiant from being a 11th level plus paladin, that's 1 additional damage.
Okay.
Now a 2nd level smite, which is 4d8 because it's 2d8 plus 1 for the level plus 1 for him being undead, and then so that's 17 more, so that's up to 44. And then W, what's the additional bonus for the magic weapon?
2d8, buddy.
2 more d8.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Those are the ones that came from me.
Yeah, it's a W
right.
spell, right? It's a W spell, that's right.
So that is all of my everything. That was an extendedly long turn, so I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, real quick, before we continue on to the next round for Senate, W, you dashed, so you have a little bit more movement. Where would you want it to go?
Yeah, I definitely want to be within Das's aura, but I know all my friends are coming down as well, so I'm going to kind of rest here within the aura,
right
within
there?
right there within easy sight of everybody, kind of planning my next round.
Okay, excellent. All right, so top of the next round, Senate.
All right, onward. I am going to go back down into the room, but first I'm going to tell Kerdek, you stay here. Last time you didn't listen. This time, just shut up and stay still. Oh, okay. Here we are. So I am flying over here. I see Das engaged with
Soth. he's-
Western and with Soth.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but I would not get sneak on Soth because Das is not within 5
Correct.
feet. So I'll still say this to Lord Soth because why not? I'll say, the last Lord that threatened my big friend didn't like this one either. We'll see if you like it any better than Bakaris. And I'm going to cast Shadowblade.
He says, "Who?"
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying too. The guy had a really inflated
Right.
opinion of himself.
I wish Bakaris was alive to hear that.
Oh, the father. The
but-
father's alive. Remember, he's in jail.
Yeah, remember we spared him.
the
We
son-
tried to spare the other one, but some gnome was a little bloodthirsty.
The other one
What?
plummeted
Not
like
me.
300 feet from the
Never
sky.
Yeah, he might be okay.
Right? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's possible. I assume it's not dim light here, so I don't get advantage.
Correct. Yes, because with the
Okay.
this purple cataclysmic flame.
Yep. So I will throw at Western or whatever her name is because I will get sneak on that.
Okay.
13 probably misses.
Indeed, it does.
Okay. I am going to stay high up in the air because why not? But in case they have other things going on, I want to free up people to come on the statue. So I will move over here, and I don't know if this is wide enough for my small Kender form. Oh no, I don't have a bonus action to hide because I used that for Shadowblade. So I will stay in the aura, and I'm done.
All right. Do me a favor, if you would, put the fly token marker on yourself, and from between 1 to 4, how high you're up.
Yes, sir, will do.
Thank you. Tallulah. Oh, actually, at the end of Senate's turn, Soth is going to take a legendary action. He is going to move his speed. Over to here, and then back over to here for his implacable maneuver. Placeable maneuver? I can never remember how to pronounce that word. But with his movement within 5 feet of Das, go ahead and give me a DC 20 strength save. Shouldn't be a problem for Das.
We shall see.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
knocked down.
So Das is prone.
all right.
Oh no, and I'm not in. You can't see you for Flash of Genius.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Dang it.
All right, Tallulah, you are up now.
Would Tallulah be able to run forward and grab Rifsar and pull him off with her, and then cast Featherfall on the two of us
If you
as
want
her
to,
entire turn?
yes, you can do that. If Rifsar wants to just allow that to happen, that's totally fine. You can get tackled from
Intentionally
behind.
fail her. Yeah, I'll let her do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That is what I will do. I will run forward and grab him as I launch myself off and cast Featherfly on us. And I feel like our height difference makes that an action to actually grab him and make sure we both go over the edge.
Flying through the air, the small little rock gnome hitting the sorcerer in the back. Featherfall. Don't say that too loud. I can't repeat that. I love that when you put in Roll20, but my wife's here. I can't say that. She freaks out. She hates that song. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
All right. That is Tallulah's turn with the reaction to get Rifsar down there.
Yay.
Western Kern is up. Kern is going to go ahead and take advantage of the. Let's see if their recharge happens. It does not happen. Those viewing can see that it did not recharge for the Terrifying Litany. So it's going to take, Western Kern's going to take 3 attacks with the Banner Pike at Das. Oof.
Ooh.
A crit.
All right.
And don't you have something
Das
that can
is-
to
Yes.
stop that crit?
Das's Guardian Emblem of Kiri Jolith will flash and turn that crit into, using his reaction, using that crit into a regular hit.
All right, so that would be just 10 piercing and 8 necrotic.
All right.
If the
There
target is
we go.
humanoid, it must succeed on a DC 16 charisma saving throw or be cursed.
Cursed. All right. Let's grab charisma.
You make the
Yeah.
save. You are not cursed. You're immune
Such
to
as-
the curse for the next 24 hours, so you do not have to make any other saves if she hits you. AC of 24
Hit.
for 9
again.
piercing and 9 necrotic,
Yep.
and then AC of 17 will miss Das.
All right.
And I don't think he really has reach with that. No, he does not. So instead, we're gonna wait. All right, that was Kern's turn. Caradoc, the soldier, is up.
Mitch, really quick,
Sure.
could I have brought my sword, my flying sword? Could I have used my bonus action to have ordered it at least 30 feet forward?
We'll go ahead and say that you can bring it up over to the top of the statue over here.
Perfect, thank you.
And Caradoc is up. Obviously, he is not going, she is not going, he and the body of the female is not going to listen to Senate. Oops. Have everything stacked up over here on my handouts. It's going to drop down to there. Oh, I don't have their... Actually, they're going to do this. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Oops. Creatures. Named creatures. It's going to leave the body of the girl, dropping her 1 to 0 hit points. She is not dead. She is going to be making death saves, just so everyone knows. But she is on top of the spirit of the, or on top of the statue of Takesis. Caradoc is going to fly over to there. At Senate. AC of 26 for 17 necrotic. You can use your reaction to...
I will uncanny dodge, but
yes,
yeah, that
uncanny
hits.
dodge. All right. That is Caradoc's turn. Io.
I kind of forgot about the mirror over here, which is floating, and I haven't used an action to deactivate it, so I'm going to take whatever we had covering it before and recover it.
Okay. That's a simple object interaction.
Yeah. All right, so that's 15, 20, and then I'm flying 25, and I don't know, 30. I think 30 gets me here. So whatever it is on the opposite map, hopefully that gets me down onto the other map. I'm flying. All right. So, well, we're all bunched up. Who do I see? I see that guy. What's the thing with the 3? The purple and the 3?
That's
Sorry,
yourself. That's Lord Salt. I put the that
Okay.
up there for you all to know what it's legendary.
Doss is
Saves
there.
Welcome in, Panda. Nice to see you again.
Okay. So I have to look at how many spell slots I have. Just lost that. I had no idea what it looked like over here, so excuse me for not being super prepared. Spells. Yep, I got one more. I don't know what it's like to put fire on that thing, though. Okay, but those two guys are really close together. How big is this? How big is this? Not that one. That one. Cube. So I would like, I think, to try this, even though they're probably going to resist it. Whatever. I'm going to just use it. I'm going to try and hypnotic pattern these two.
Okay, I will let you know you are an experienced adventurer. Make sure to read all the way through Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay. With it, if it takes any damage. Because I thought they were not immune to charmed. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna heck it. I'm just gonna fireball it. Forget it. It's too complicated. I'm gonna pull a page out of Rishazar's book, but I don't get to transmute it. And yeah, fireball. And that's DC 18 actually. Fireball. I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing I wanted to do, but here we go. Submit. Submit. There. It would be 20, unless I have empowered.
Just double checking. I don't think either one of them have resistance to fire. They do not.
I have to check my. I may be re-rolling some damage if I have empowered on
Sure.
this.
No worries.
Yeah, I hope so. Unfortunate roll. That's a W
Yeah.
roll.
So yeah, I'm going to. So yeah, how many ones do I have? 3 ones and a 2. So I'm going to re-roll 4 dice. 46. That's much better.
Nice.
Much better.
So we were at
So that-
12 to the damage, right? Because you got rid of 5 points.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
rolled it.
yep,
Okay,
yep,
so
yep.
32 points of fire damage. If they fail,
Mhm.
attempting Worston's save first. They're going to fail. I don't believe they have any legendary reactions. They do not. So they're going to take 32 fire. And then attempting for Lord Soth. He will make his save, taking 16. Anything else for Io?
No, I think I've moved all my movement. Bonus actions. I'm gonna see if I have enough sorcery. If I need a spell slot, I'll do that kind of. Well, people are going.
Okay,
I may
no
or may
worries.
not. I may or may not convert sorcery.
All right, at the end of your turn, he's not going to do anything. W. Do me a favor, W. Outside of an action, go ahead and give me an insight check if you would.
Oh, I know what I should have done. Oh, I keep forgetting.
Oof. There's my rolls.
Actually, everyone give me an insight. W already made one. Outside of your turns, don't worry about this being an action or anything like that. Doesn't take a reaction either. Go ahead and give me an insight. Tallulah, I'm so glad it was you that made this check.
Right.
You
There's
do
nothing
Am I
here at
recall.
fascinated by the machine?
No,
Yeah.
no. Because of the fact that you are a tinkerer and an artificer, you do recall Lidara mentioned that the power of the gods could quell the cataclysmic flames.
Oh.
which is up here.
I will, are we psychically linked? We are, right? I can say something in my head.
I don't know if you have. Does anyone have raries? I don't think anyone.
I do, but it takes a spell slot, and I don't think I
And we
don't.
didn't cast it. Okay.
Actually, I might have. No, wait. I did Seeming and I did Horror Monsters. So those are my 2 levels I did.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're not talking in our heads now. I will whisper that to those around me. Loud stage whisper.
All right, W, you are up. Obviously,
All right.
everyone knows what the power of the gods they have in their possession, right?
No.
I
Not
mean,
Tallulah.
The dragon,
Right.
the Dragonlance that
Oh,
contains the
Dragonlance.
power of Paladine.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right.
Right, right, of course, of
Man.
course. It's been a while. What can I say?
It has,
Yeah.
it has, yes.
I am going to, since I'm flying, I'm going to fly up to this area of the statue towards the body that jerk of a ghost left laying there. Does anything happen as I do that?
Were you up at the same level as what Caradoc and...
I was not.
Okay, then nothing happens.
All right. I am then going to say to everyone, including the body that was left from the ghost, except leaving myself out of it, come on now, we got them on the run. We could do this. And everyone's going to get 21 healing
Yay.
from a mass cure wounds. And I'm going to take this body over into the corner with my 60-foot fly speed, because I also don't like us being that bunched up.
All right, do me a favor and give me a strength athletics check.
Oh boy. Hey, all
Hey.
right.
What? Okay. You are able to, and she does start to come to a little bit.
I'll say, I know you don't know me, I don't know you, and everything's like that, but this is bad. Just stay put. We got it taken care of. And we look like anything but we have it taken care of, but she doesn't need to know that.
She screams, staring into the face of a draconian.
Oh, yeah, I'm not really a draconian. That's for a story for a different time. It's actually really interesting. As soon as we got here, no, anyway.
Anything else for W?
I believe that's enough.
All right, go ahead and take your inspiration back.
Ooh, thank you.
You were up, Rifsar.
Rivsar agrees with the strategy of staying out of fireball formation, so he's going to head down this way. And then cast Scorching Ray at 5th level. So, what I'm going to do, this gives me, I think, 6 attacks. Assuming no one counterspells me, which is always a question.
They don't have counterspell, I don't believe. Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to start shooting at Lord Soth.
Okay.
Let's see how this. Do I need to? Hopefully this works. Yep, that looks good. I
what
believe only
hits?
the first one actually gets the elemental
Extra.
affinity
Yeah,
damage.
no worries. So 12.
Okay, and I'll just keep going. I'll click this 5 more times.
Miss, hit, and hit. So the 30 is 12, 19, 26, 27, 28 more fire.
Nice. That was as good as my fireball.
And I think, unless I have a good bonus action, which I'm pretty sure after casting a spell I don't. Not really. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I was hoping to end Lord Soth while I was at it, but we'll have to settle for nearly.
Lord Salt, at the end of your turn, will take a legendary action. Moving again, please give me a strength 20 DC strength saving throw, Rifsar.
Okay, DC 20 strength saving throw. I'm going to use inspiration on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm within Darsus Aura, so that would be if I'm reading this right, 17. I don't think that's a pass.
Flash of genius.
With that, it would be.
Am I close enough? And yeah, he's only 20
You
feet away from me.
should be close enough. Do you have
Yep.
any? How many more uses do you have of flash?
Checking. After this one, 2 more.
Okay, perfect. So that will be a save, so you will be not knocked. You won't be knocked prone, Rivsar. And Lord Soth is then up, getting back his legendary actions. Oh, this is so mean. This is so mean. Should
Oh,
I do
no.
it? Should I do it?
Yes.
We can
I'm
take it.
sorry.
It's
All
our
right.
finale.
All right.
Das
With-
can take it. Go ahead.
With your flash of genius, Tallulah. Oh, I'm scared to do this.
That isn't a spell, is it? It's a different kind of action.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
What do you do?
Woof.
Word of death.
Wow.
On Tallulah.
Oh no.
Oh,
However, Tallulah,
Okay.
however, keep in mind this. You do have, I'm going to give you the advantage that Nova spent in the chat with the points for your advantage.
Okay. Woo! Woo! Thank you for the advantage. Thank you.
So you only take 50 necrotic damage instead.
I'm still up.
Yes, she is. Yes. That's awesome.
Still up.
All right, Das.
All right. Woof. All right. So, did did I hear either Tallulah's comment or Rifsar's screaming, yelling in the chat about Das stop the fire with your stick?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tallulah's not too
Okay.
far away.
All right. Woo. And that's Tallulah's like basically like does a tumble to the ground, basically like repeatedly yelling that out.
Shouting it out, grasping
Yeah.
your chest. Ah!
All right. Well, so I'm gonna 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to get up from prone. So that's half my movement. So I have 15 left. So 1, 2. Question.
It is not an action.
is-
It's just a object interaction.
Object.
Yep.
All right. So which means I can use my action to attack first. I think.
Well,
so,
no. If you used all your movement, you'd have to use your action to dash.
Oh, so I have to get up. Like I can't, for example, throw something into the fire.
No,
I
you'd have to
actually-
get up there. Yeah.
Ugh, all right. Das really, really, really wants to try to take down Soth, but in a sense of obligation to a greater good and not his own ego.
No. I
You might need
believe
to
Soth is
roll
in the
for
air,
that choice.
so you may not be able to reach him anyway. So
No,
that should
Soth,
help
Soth
you with the
is
decision.
Soth isn't in the air. That 3 is the number of legendary
Ah.
saves he has left.
Hey,
Got it.
do whatever Das would do. If Das wants to feed the ego, go for it. If Das wants to hit the fire,
Yeah.
go for
No,
it.
Yeah.
Totally up to you.
Das,
To roll a
No,
Constitution saving throw or something.
no, I think this is a probably good growth moment for Das for the greater good art larger than himself. He'll also take opportunity attacks, I'm assuming, from both of them.
Yes, that is true. However, before we continue on, it's almost time for our ad break. So we'll take those opportunity attacks against Das and see what happens when Das puts the Dragonlance into the purple cataclysmic flames in the brazier. After our ad break, we'll be back shortly. Everyone stick around. We'll be back in about 6 or 7 minutes or so. We'll see you on the other side of the ad break. right, we're back. Just waiting for some of the players to get back, which is not a problem. See if we can't fix our camera here. There we go. All right. So once we have our players back, we will have a couple of attacks of opportunity against our paladin, who is valiantly heading to the brazier of the cataclysmic flame.
And it's very annoyed with being good about it. Remind Mitch, what's the actual technicality for an attack of opportunity? It happens actually before I leave the space, right?
We have to move out
Is
of their reach.
So, but in doing so, okay.
Yeah,
So
and I know if they have anything that stops your movement, you would stop your movement back where it began.
Okay.
But Soth will take a attack of opportunity when you move to there, and then when you move forward, Worston will take her attack since her reach is 10.
Got it.
We can go ahead and do that while we're waiting for everyone to come back too. That's not a problem. So Soth will take a branded, Forsaken brand attack. The AC of 21
Hits.
for 8 bludgeoning and 12 necrotic, and you cannot regain hit points until the start of his next turn. And then you move 5 more feet, and then Worston will take one more move, and then they'll take out of her range, and she will swing her banner pike for 15 piercing and 7 necrotic, and you're immune to her curse for the next 24 hours, so you do not have to worry about that.
All right. And with that, Das is basically at the fire. I'm assuming I don't have to step into the fire, but
Correct.
rather just like
Correct.
Thrust the Dragonlance right into the fire in front.
Correct. Putting the Dragonlance into the flame, and a loud kind of almost as if air is being sucked in and then blown out. The fire is dissipated as well. With a cacophony of whispered sighs, the violet flames vanish. You feel the flying island beneath you lurch to a stop. Everything is silent for a moment. Then, with the sound of a distant crack, the ground begins to shudder. A split runs through the floor and up a nearby wall. The citadel is breaking apart. As the flames are extinguished, you also see a massive rift in the ground opens up beneath Lord Soth and Worston Kern. And it seems like misty tendrils come up out of the rift. And both Soth and Worston Kern are sucked into the rift.
Excellent.
I don't know, maybe went to, the Ravenloft or something? I don't know. But you have just a matter of moments as you can see and feel the citadel starting to fall and rip apart beneath your feet. What do you do? Let's take you out of initiative order.
How much?
Tallulah, I can probably carry you.
I have a reaction. I cast Featherfall on all of us if we're starting to fall. Or I've cast it on 6 of us.
The Senate sighs and says,
So 5.
It pains me. The Senate sighs and says, "It pains me to say this, but I'm proud of you, Das."
Not. I wanted to kill Soth, but fine. I did the better thing.
Actually, can I choose to drop seeming and grab the formerly possessed woman?
Sure.
I'll drop seeming on us.
And Caradoc is sucked into that rift as well.
Ugh, that Caradoc.
Tallulah, if we get you up to that fancy chair, can you fly the place?
I can certainly try.
Tallulah, with your vast knowledge of artificer magic, the flames here were the things that were powering the flying citadel.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not working.
I can try to float it in for a soft landing because this baby's coming down without any gas.
Yeah,
The engine's out.
just so you know that the helm up there is not going to have any way for you to attune to it for one, for another to actually use it to drop the to land the citadel softly. Your only course of action, literally right now, is to escape.
Yeah,
Sarah understands. Tallulah's very disappointed.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Senate doesn't really understand physics very well, but maybe Tallulah would. Is the momentum of the citadel such that it's going to endanger the city if we don't do anything?
No, it's literally stopped. So it stopped moving towards the city.
Oh, it's not. So it's not falling right now.
It's going to start to fall. You can hear it breaking apart and everything all around you, and it's rumbling the whole time. So yes, it is falling apart and going to be crashing to the ground.
Well, I can.
Tallulah does understand this and says, "Whoop, whoop, whoop, evacuate!" And we should be yelling for everyone else to evacuate as we run away.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so you
Jump
can start making your way back down. You're able to make your way out. It would definitely take too long to keep yourselves down the way you came in through all of those tunnels and all the stuff like that. There's a better chance for them breaking apart as well. So you're able to make your way out into the courtyard of the Flying Citadel itself. Let's bring everyone over here to this map.
Oh, nice.
As you make your way out, you make your way onto the front square of the Bastion of Takesis behind you as it starts crumbling all around you, right behind you as well. You see the smoke from the cataclysmic smoke from the fire being extinguished, drifting behind the citadel. You see some dragging army camps all along the sides. You do note that there is a set of stairs to the south of you as you begin to run. To perhaps make your way to the edge. Obviously, you do have your Featherfall spell. I believe some of you have Nary Falls as well. Also.
Oh, that's true.
Your Nary Fall
What is
packs?
Oh yeah, we have Nary Fall
And
Packs.
Nary crashes. Nary crashes, yeah.
Yeah.
There it crashes, yeah.
So you start, which direction do you head? Do you want to head towards the camps? You do see that there are Dragon Army soldiers and Draconians everywhere freaking out. Chaos all around you. They don't even seem to have taken notice of you at all.
No, I'd say let's just run.
They can go down with the ship
Let's
as
get
far
off
as
this
I
one.
care.
Looking about, you see a lesser death dragon land right near you, and the violet flames animated fade as the creature collapses into a pile of inanimate bones. And you see other death dragons that were aiding the other death dragons stuff that were aiding the Red Dragon army fall in similar circumstances as their flames are extinguished also. As you start running, everyone please do me a favor and give me a dexterity saving throw. You can all consider yourselves within Das's aura for that as well.
Do we have advantage if we're flying?
You would not have advantage if you're flying.
Or a deck save. Whoa.
Asking for reasons, says W.
I just, in a way, I kind of want that to be my last roll of the game.
As
Yeah,
you fall,
it fits.
your dexterity, your DC was 14. If you fail your save, unfortunately, this is going to whisper to me. If you failed your save, you will, or you made your save, you take no damage. But if you fail your save, you'll take 32 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage, as parts of the temple are collapsing behind you as you run. You also notice that a crevice kind of crops up in the plaza around you, in this open plaza, and you see 6 boss draconians kind of rush towards you through the crack in the opening walls, and all of a sudden a fissure in the ground opens up, swallowing the draconians into darkness. As you make your way to the middle of the plaza, an animated dragon skeleton larger than any of the others you've seen bursts through the crumbling ground, its body still blazing with violet flames.
You said it's animated, as in one of the death dragons?
It does appear to be such. Give me one moment to bring your tokens out over to here. You were over here. We'll have to resize that. We're just going to bring you from the main page. Do.
Oh, Mitch, while you're loading that, one quick question. Would Doss's Dragonelle have been within a mile at this point or not?
Sure.
Okay, so as folks are figuring out the stuff we were talking about just like a few minutes ago, Doss would have been summoning the Dragonelle. It wouldn't be here obviously in time for this battle, but that's his way off this Hindenburg.
Sure. Is that where everyone's hit points currently are? Go ahead and adjust your hit points on your tokens to what
That's
your
where I am.
current hit points are. I don't think W's down that far.
Oh, I am. I just took 32 damage from that first save.
Yes, that's right, from the falling. Okay, the creature rips up from the ground and
Initiative?
it shouts out, Sarlamir! I won't be driven from the skies again. I'll have my revenge on you and all humans.
I look around. I'm not Salamir.
And
we've heard that name before, though.
Yes,
somewhere.
you have. You heard that name when you were exploring the catacombs beneath Castle Kalaman. Recall the name of Sarlamir and the dragon he slew, which the statue in his tomb was that of a golden dragon. This is Karavarix, the dragon that he slew. Is back as a death dragon. And yes, indeed, it is initiative.
So this is someone who fought the gold dragon, or this is the gold dragon now?
This is the gold dragon now as a death dragon, yes.
Bummer.
Oh, he's still whispering. Let me change that, but you should still see their initiative in the initiative order. With a whopping 2 after it decided to give a little monologue there.
I like the pink. I know it's supposed to be scary, but I think it's kind of cute. Hulu thinks it matches her hair.
Which it does, yeah. Top of the round, W, you're up first.
I'm sick of your type, and I've told you once before, reorcs, you haven't been with me every night tonight, but give me this one last one. Go on, get out of here.
What
Shoot.
is your save?
My save is 18. Wisdom.
Wisdom save 18. It will save.
Hell.
It shouts back at you. Something along the lines of like, your gods will not help you here, or something of that nature.
Well, I hope you're not totally accurate on that point, because I'm going to bring out something. Reorcs, do not forsake me. And let's see if I can hit it.
Unfortunately, 12 will miss.
I turn to everyone and I say, right, this is how I end, right? And I will stay there.
All right, Senate.
All right. I will come up. I'm not worrying about Doss the Aura because I'm sure he's going to sprint right past me. And I will. I am going to, first of all, just for funsies, telekinetically shove W 5 feet back since he was talking about how he was going to end. You can resist if you want, or you can move 5 feet further back. And then I'm going to hold my action to shoot until the dragon engages with somebody whom I'm assuming it's going to be Das sprinting at me.
That is a possibility. Let me check something real quick. All right, perfect. Rating your action until someone engages the creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. At the end of your turn, do we want him to take any, or want her to take any legendary actions?
No, we don't with that.
Half her flying speed, which is 40. Five, 10, 15, 20. She is not going to do anything on her turn, or at the end of Senna's turn. Tallulah.
Tallulah shouts forward to Doss, how are you doing on healing spells? Is this my moment to heal everyone? Or are you still good?
You said
I'm
Das.
either-
Did you mean me?
Yes, sorry, W.
Das thinks we could need it though.
Yeah,
I have
without
to
having to
Das.
concentrate.
So I've got one more third level spell left. I'm either going to cast Aura of Vitality or Haste on Doss.
Haste up Das, I'll do what I can.
Okay. Having that little dialogue with W, I reach out and cast Haste on Doss.
All right.
Woohoo.
Bonus in action, I will throw my
Panda had
my sword.
a great thing in
Forward.
chat. Panda had a great thing in chat there for you, W. Get off my porch, dragon!
Much appreciated.
I'm going to throw my sword forward and have it take a strike.
Your sword's still in the bastion. I'm kidding. Go ahead and pull out your dancing sword.
Thank you.
We're not playing homebrew. I wouldn't do that to you. If we were playing homebrew,
Then
I
I
might
can-
do that, but I don't know.
Throw it out 30 feet. And does a 27 hit?
You want to move a little bit up, though. It's like 10 feet. Like if you move over to here, after you cast haste. Yeah, there you go.
I can do that.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
27 will hit, yes.
And it is one-handed.
For 7.
And I will
sessions.
go ahead and put an arcane jolt in that
Okay.
as a heal for Das, because he's going to get right up in that thing's face. So I feel like he needs that.
All right.
What's the Dragonlance scenario now? Is it still with him?
Yes. That's what I was double checking earlier. It was not destroyed.
All right. I got to make another Constitution saving throw, and I need a 16. I'm going to use my inspiration because I need that holy weapon to still go. There you go. Still holy.
Yeah. Thank you, Tallulah. Thank you, W.
All right, end of turn, Tallulah.
Yep, end of turn.
Rifsar.
All right, Rifsar breaks up the breath weapon formation a little bit. I'm going to go out to the side somewhat. He knows a little bit about dragons.
Right? You fought death dragons before.
And that's 30 feet, that's fine. Then just sort of before casting this, he says, There is no victory for you here over anyone you care about. Leave. And he will
Nice.
cast Mind Sliver.
All right. It is not resistant to any or immune to psychic damage. Attempting his intelligence save. Oh, why is he still whispering? I thought I took that off. Here we go. He is going to fail and take the 14. Anything else for Rifsar?
No, that's it.
And so, and that's a minus a D4.
Yes, on
Right,
this next
on a save?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm holding out.
All right, DOS is moving ahead. Double speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And lickety split. 3 attacks with the Dragonlance. Which I think,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Before I roll, anything you want
Oh no, I was just
note?
going to ask about your charge.
The charge does not. It just requires movement. It doesn't actually require a direct straight line.
No, what I mean is, but it doesn't. Does it have an extended reach?
From the haste spell. Sorry,
No,
what?
from your horns.
Oh, no, you're right. So I would need to actually be right up to him, right, to do the hammering horns.
There we go. Yep, no problem.
All right, there we go. All right, so first attack.
That will hit.
22. So it's 15 plus the 1 from the Ever-On Smite plus the 2d8 from W Smite, so 24 from the first attack.
Okay, hold on, real quick before you roll again. You note that the creature is completely resistant to piercing damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So it's going to take the 8 or take 7 from the piercing first, and then it takes another 9 radiant, right? Oh shoot, hold on. Nope, that's not it. There we go. And then minus 7 from piercing, and then minus 9 radiant. Okay.
All right. Next up, noting that, but this is my best weapon to reach this thing with for sure. So, second attack.
Okay. We'll hit.
So 18 piercing plus whatever effect from the resistance there. 4 from the Ever-On Radiance. 7 from
radiant.
Yeah, and then
Third attack.
Rifsar's haste, or no, sorry, Tallulah's hasted third attack.
Sure.
17.
will hit.
All right. 11 piercing, 7 radiant, and 10 more radiant.
Nice.
And then finally, that's actions. So now Dawson's bonus action is hammering horns. Actually, I don't really know why I care to do that because it does no damage. It would just shove them. So, I mean, why not? I don't have a different bonus action, so let's just get up in this creature's face.
I mean, I would say one thing against shove is that my ready to action is about to go off, and I'd get sneak if you don't push him away.
Oh, okay, then no. Let's skip the hammering horns then.
Okay, go ahead and send it. Use your ready to action. 21 will hit.
Nice.
All right. Anything else on Das's turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right, at the end of your turn, Das, they are going to make a claw attack with a legendary action. AC of 19 will miss, Das. Io, you're up.
Right. Moving over a little this way. I'm pulling out all the stops right now. First, I'm going to pull out reach in my bag and pull out a critter. Let's see what I get for the fun of it. You know, got to start and end with them.
You know we're
An
getting
8.
low on our resources when we do this.
So an 8's a good one. An 8 is a brown bear. Brown bear, brown bear. So that's cool. I'll find the bear in a second. I'll do my attack first, because it'll do it after me. And then I'm quickening mental prison, which is DC 18. Has to make a intelligence saving throw, and it gets minus a D4 from that lovely mind sliver of Rissar.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Attempting its intelligence saving throw.
I don't know if I actually have this attack.
Minus a D4.
There it is. Go on. Okay, that's okay. It still takes the 32 psychic. It just means the spell ends at that point. It just doesn't get the next effects. And then the brown bear attacks right away, right?
Sure.
Okay. Which I'm throwing it right down there. Trying to find where all your things are.
Should have a bag down there
Here.
you all should have access to.
That's what I'm looking for.
Uncle Trap Springer's friendship bag.
Uncle? Where are you, Uncle?
Should be underneath spell templates.
Oh, okay. There we go. Brown bear. Brown bear, brown bear. And I'll throw it on the side. And
Is that within range?
60 feet, I think is how
Okay,
far I can
cool.
throw it, right?
Love the
And
idea of this sentient dragon just being like, rah, rah, wait, what?
A brown bear? Where the hell did that come from?
so, wait, is it multi-attack? I'm assuming it's a multi-attack. So, yeah,
It
one
has,
bite and one
it has,
claw.
yeah, it has all of the should have all the token
Okay.
actions for you.
The claws do not hit. So, but the
Alright.
bite, I think, does.
The bite will
And-
hit.
And I'm not concentrating because that spell ended, but that was fun anyway to use my one top level spell.
End of turn.
End of turn.
All right, at the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action to claw at Das. AC of 26 for 8 slashing.
Still have 5 sorcery points left. Oh my God.
Alright.
And Karavarix is up. Dun, dun, dun.
I can't flash a genius that, can I?
Flash Genius, what?
I heard Io ask for a flash of genius, but
No, I didn't. No,
oh, I misheard. Sorry.
that's right.
I wonder if he's going to do that or he's going to do that. Let's see here.
Oh, I should have seen if there's any ones.
That's 60 feet, right?
I tried to get out of it a little bit, but I guess I didn't go far
That
enough.
size they usually are 60, yeah.
No, this dragon has asthma.
Because it's butt made out of bones.
So
Sometimes it
yeah,
just
it
kind of
wheezing
feels
a
like
lot.
death.
Yeah,
Tallulah-
considering we don't have lungs. That was what you were
Tallulah
reading
Senate.
out.
Everyone but Rifsar and Das. He's going to try to do as much damage as possible. So Tallulah, Senate, W, and Io. How much damage is that? Let me add this in here real quick. I think it's already in there. It might not be there. It's not. Okay. Adding so many awesome new features to the sheets and stuff that sometimes it's hard for the books to keep up to date.
So it's a dex save.
Dex
Dex
save.
save.
All right, come on, high numbers. Nope. Okay, if I would have had advantage, I should use my advantage. My
We might
inspiration.
help you to roll well on this.
I should have used my inspiration. Oh well.
I'm
It's okay.
down.
Ooh, I'm not. I can't believe it.
All right.
What about Tallulah?
I have 2 hit points.
I'm down. I rolled the 9 up
Oh,
the
the
top.
9. See, okay. So 51 necrotic damage, 25 if you make the save.
Does evasion apply?
Yeah.
Evasion would apply, yes, if you
Okay.
made your save. Actually,
Mitch?
Tallulah and W are dead.
Mitch,
Whoa!
What?
What?
I,
Why?
I,
Read Cataclysmic
I-
Breath.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
down and dead.
I have something in my inventory.
Okay.
I'm gonna display it.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes, W. We
I believe that saves my life.
Yeah.
I think it does. Yep.
Sure can.
Now, I'm stable, but does that mean I have 1 hit point or 0 hit points and I'm stable?
I'm going to say you're 0 but stable.
Okay.
I'm actually wondering if, with my dying breath, I could have Flash of Genius W, who would have then made it.
If you
Well,
wanted
W
to,
just saved enough.
if you wanted
yeah.
to make a resist, if you wanted, because it's a reaction. If you have a reaction, yes, you can.
Yeah, I would have had a reaction. So W, I will,
Actually, make it.
I will Flash of Genius, and you just made it.
Okay, so instead
And
of
then I
51,
die
I take
dramatically.
25.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I'm at 10, and I don't have to use my marked by fate.
Correct.
I'm guessing then.
Mhm.
And where did
And
that
then-
come from, by the way?
AL. It
Oh,
is-
they
it was
yeah,
from
gotcha.
Yeah, I was like, it was like the first thing
Zero,
we
zero.
did.
Oh, the from the very first.
Oh yes,
Ooh,
from
I
the very
wonder
first
if I have
epic. That's right. Double check to see if Tallulah has that as well.
It's,
that. I might
yeah,
have it.
It's VO200 Story Award 2, marked by fate.
Oh, is that from the intro?
The intro.
I played that with this character.
If you
Looking in my inventory.
Judging by the token on the screen, I hope you have it.
Yeah.
Either that or you need some moisturizer.
Oh yeah, I have it. That's funny.
yeah, I have it. I have it too.
Mm-hmm. Good for you to reminding us that we have that. Oh my goodness.
I may or may not have been worried that that was a possibility with
Oh, yeah.
W's.
I would rather Tallulah not be a zombie.
Same.
No, I think Tallulah's a zombie. I am not seeing it in my
know-
inventory.
How about in your logs? It might because it's a story
Yeah,
award.
check your adventures legal.
Oh,
logs,
okay. Checking my log.
Yeah. It's
It would have been like one of your
Dragon
first
Divinity.
logs, yeah.
It would have been DDBMGDL00.
While you're checking that, I also have to. All right. That is half of 25. So Das, your lance is still holy.
Still holy.
But you know the sad part is I will lose Tallulah's haste and I will go into lethargy for a round.
Ugh.
Wait, say that again?
No, it is not in my notes.
Did you play that game? Did you play that adventure?
Thought I did.
Was this from which one was this from?
It's
Divinity.
Dragons of Divinity. It was the preview.
Yeah, the preview, the 2-hour
No,
preview.
I don't think. No, not with this character. I did not.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh.
you're basically going to have to kill the zombie Tallulah, and then W will have to raise her from the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Tallulah, let me go ahead and I'm gonna put this zombie in your journal.
I'm almost dead.
Actually,
See
never
that.
mind. It's actually in it's on his control. So I'll just go ahead and control it. This is we're gonna at least rename it Tallulah, right?
I think I get a drink potion.
All right, and Tallulah, it's gonna move. Let's see, 5 feet over
yeah.
to there, since it acts on Caravarax's turn, and try to slam W. AC of 13 will miss W.
Yep.
Top of the round, W.
I look at this poor little purple-haired zombie.
If you kill it if you kill it fast enough, you can use a revivify.
Grr. Arg.
I'm gonna move.
I should give inspiration to the zombie for that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Tallulah.
Great. Thanks. Now I got the Buffy theme song stuck in my head.
I just need to point out that zombies eat brains, and it took a direct line away from DOS.
Oh, it should have.
Yeah, but it came towards me, so it can't be that bright. All right. I'm going to say like snap out of it. You can do this, and I'm real sorry.
Oh, the zombie?
Yeah.
All right. Attempting its dexterity saving throw. It will fail.
So that's 20 radiant damage. And then I've already done the math. My spiritual weapon actually can't make it here. So I'm gonna not waste it. I don't have anything else I can do with a bonus to do damage to the zombie. So I am gonna use that spiritual weapon against the dragon.
Okay. Oh, that will hit. Ooh.
Good.
Because Revivify has to be within a minute, right?
It does, and
Okay, so you got
I don't know
time.
if you remember this, Mitch, but when we were in that town with the mayor, who may or may not be a dragon, I went and sourced a diamond worth that much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What I always do, it's just something, because it's also AL, as long as the players have 300 gold pieces worth on them, I always, if you want to consider it to be that, because I do remember you saying that also, but at the same time, it's always, as long as you have 300 gold on you,
Yeah.
you can convert it to diamond dust. I think
And-
many of you did mention that when you're in the city anyway.
Yeah, and I'll move another step back, but still engaged with the zombie, and I'll just say, somebody get rid of this thing so I can bring back our little gnome. She's got a gnome flinger to build.
All right. At the end of your turn, Caravax is going to take a attack against DOS this time. Try to again. 8 slashing for DOS. Senate, you're up.
Oh, sorry, unmute. Okay, so hearing W say that, I need to make this count, so I'm going to turn around and steady aim and say, I'm sorry about this, lass. But as my dad always said, there's no race like gnome. I'm going to click my heels together twice.
Please roll
Wow.
a crit. Please roll a crit. You have advantage with this. Please roll a crit.
A moment of sincerity. Just
Oh!
Oh my gosh. That's freaking amazing.
Zombie Tallulah falls to the ground and starts going into dramatic death throes, like Pee Wee Herman in the ending of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's
That was
Senate's
epic.
turn. Unless you have any bonus actions, you can't move, obviously. But
No, the bonus action was.
oh yeah,
steady
steady
aim.
aim. That's true. Yeah. So that brings us to Ripsar.
All right, I guess Rifsar is going to test the waters or the fires, as it were, and send a firebolt at the death dragon.
Double hits. Doing
Does it
19
appear to
points.
do anything?
It does indeed do full damage.
Okay, well that gives me other options next round if I need them. I'll stay here actually. I think nowhere else is more optimal in terms of spreading us out. So that will be it for my turn.
All right, DOS.
All right,
Shaking off your lethargy, right?
Yeah, I do nothing. I cannot take actions or move this turn as I am hit with a wave of lethargy as the haste wears off of me. So Doss just pounds his chest and yells and waits for the attack.
Io is up.
No, I was trying to see if I put an orangutan in here before. Thought I put something. I'm going to polymorph into actually, I'm
I think we have a
quickening.
I think we already have a giant ape in here for you, don't we?
I thought we did. I'm gonna quicken it actually because I still have 5. I'm using everything right now. Yeah, I was looking for
We
it.
do not have one. I think we have one in the other game, but I don't know if we have one in here or not.
She's definitely turned into one a couple of times.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
know,
trying
that's
to
weird.
see if it's in the actual creature. We don't have a giant.
Creature.
We had a giant scorpion, I think, is what you turned into. Changed into a giant scorpion before.
Did I? Well, this time it's a. But
Yeah,
I've
I can
changed it
bring
to an orangutan because she was all red.
Let me bring.
So
Let me.
I thought
Let me transmogrify one in real quick for you.
that's quick. I can make the brown bear attack in the meanwhile.
Actually, we won't transmogrify. We'll just pull it out of the journal. Giant ape.
You know, when you're down to 2 hit points,
Right.
that's when you polymorph unless you're gonna drink a potion.
We'll put this in IO. Why did they not do that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still adding that in there. That's why.
And I'm pretty sure I have enough movement to get.
There we go. Unfortunately,
Let me
this is
get down
not
there.
going to have any actions on it, unfortunately, but let me put some info on there to change this around a little bit.
I can still do the 2 fist attacks. I was able to open the sheet.
There you go.
So, fist 1, 18
Yep, that will hit.
for
Boom.
26.
It is
And,
not resistant to the damage. 21 will hit as well.
and that's
21
not the
more.
crit, so it's just the 21. So that's the 2 attacks there, and then brown bear, action bite,
Will hit.
and action claws does not. His claw, he's not getting with the claws at all. Can't rake the bones. It's not flesh, but the biting works. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, end of your turn, Caravax. Caravax, I should say, will take a claw attack with its last legendary action to DOS for 8 damage.
Yes. That
And then
hits.
it is up. We will check the recharge. 5 or 6. It does not recharge its breath weapon. Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to call use all of their attacks against DOS.
Ouch.
So claw. Missing. It doesn't have advantage or anything against you, does it?
Nope, I just can't. I'm just
Gotcha.
unable to move or act.
And miss as well. Oh, that's awesome. W.
Delula, please. I can't let you go on my watch, and you have way too many machines still left to build. Who else is gonna parachute off this flying city? Come on.
Tallulah is revivified at 1 hit point.
Open my eyes and go,
But still
Did we kill it?
prone.
Did we kill it?
It's a work in progress.
Oh, I will, I'll kind of just assess the scenery and figure out what to do.
Well, you know how it is. Ed always has to do everything himself.
Any movement or bonus action, W? You still have your oops. You still have your
Yeah,
just move
yeah, I
Io's
do
little
have. Thanks for reminding me of that, Mitch,
No
because
worries.
that was a tense moment.
That will hit, and the viewers can see.
Oh god!
Guess how
Like
many
I
hit points
said,
it had.
like I said, work in progress.
Hey,
Um,
real quick. I do have a point to Lulo. I don't think she can use that on anybody else's. Never mind. Yes, it had
and
11.
then I'll say, Das, I might need to drop the thing on your weapon, and gonna just again move out of range a little bit, down to there.
Okay.
I'm gonna back. Yeah, there. That's
Okay.
where I think I want to be, and that's it for me.
All right, Senate.
All right, seeing W try and fail, I'm going to go.
Tallulah
Do I have
actually
to do
looks. She looks in worse shape than she did when she was a zombie.
Oh no.
Ugh.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
but she's pulling out her heavy crossbow. She's aiming.
all right. Surveying the situation and Das and W, I'm going to say, do I have to do everything for you? And then I'm going to knock the arrow. But instead, I'm going to come back. I'm going to use my action to pick up Tallulah and drag her into the line here and say, this one's yours.
Oh,
That's it.
All right, Tallulah, you are up. You are prone. You're at 1 hit point.
I will stand up. And I will try a heavy crossbow on it.
Fire away. That will
Yes.
hit, and that will kill it.
Woohoo!
And I'll try to do a happy dance, but it kind of looks like that zombie's still dying.
You have scant time to do much of everything as the citadel and the flying citadel is still crumbling all around you.
Riffs just looks out to see if, there happens to be some shape maybe approaching that might look like Clystron, or who knows?
You do see a shape approaching that looks like Das's Dragonelle.
Well, I suppose one's better than none.
Io, can you shrink someone?
You run up to the edge and you note, as you're all down here at the party now, you do note that the dragon has arrived and lands beside you. And looking down, the citadel is 300 feet in the air. And it is slowly starting to descend, kind of like, in that cinematic movie where this large thing is starting to crash down towards the ground. Again, some of you do have your Nary crashes as well. Plus, I believe Io might still have a first level spell remaining for Featherfall.
Oh, I have a free use of Featherfall still, but I'm still in orangutan unless somebody says, "Hey, drop your shape."
Tallulah has a featherfall, and suggests if she drops it on, uses it on all of us, but maybe Das and his dragon could kind of gently nudge us out of the way as we're falling, just nudge us forward so the city doesn't fall on us.
Sure. So if Tallulah wants to cast that spell on everyone, you can jump off as the citadel starts to crumble all around you. And as you reach the ground, above the field west of Calaman, the bastion of Takesis crumbles. As the flying citadel tilts precariously, massive boulders fall to the earth, taking Dragon Army troops with them. Below, the Dragon Army scatters to avoid the rain of devastation. but the Flying Citadel's ruins crush its forces in droves. You yourselves, let's go back over here to the continent. Actually, let's go back to the, I think it would be the northern waste would probably be the best one to go to. You find yourselves here. Each square, what was the range here on this? Was 6 miles. So you land about a quarter mile, mile and a half from Calaman's west wall. Little risk of Flying Citadel crashing on you, but falling rocks and bones of death dragons litter the field all around you. You see Draconians that have been fleeing the Flying Citadel making hard landings on the battlefield, some of them splattering. Others, when they land, they just begin to scatter, fleeing the battlefield in every direction, completely ignoring you.
Is still a giant ape?
Yes. Currently,
Okay.
how long does the polymorph last? Is it a minute?
I think it's an hour.
That's an hour? Yes. Currently, right now,
Yeah.
you are still a giant ape.
Okay, good.
Are we still all at terrible hit points and maybe need to?
Yes, if you wish. You've got a few moments to take some action if you need be.
How many moments? Do we have 10 moments?
10 minutes? No, you do not have 10 minutes. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 10 rounds.
Do we still have Sergeant Gellum or whatever that woman's name with us, or did we leave her up there?
Right, that woman.
W had her in his arms. I will say that she was able to jump off with you. Did anyone have? She was able to jump on Doss's. We'll say she was able to jump on Doss's Dragonelle. And when she
Tallulah,
hits
you
the
could
ground-
also add her to Featherfall. I could fly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. But when she hits the
okay.
ground, she's not waiting around for you. She's not waiting for any explanations. She is just sprinting towards Calaman.
I'm gonna
So basically,
chug one of
you have
these
basically
from.
10 actions. Yeah.
I'm gonna chug one of those for myself. I'm gonna say, Das, I'm sorry, I gotta drop your lance, and then I am going to cast my aura. Do you want me to just do 10 of those, Mitch?
That's fine. Make sure to direct them at who you're giving them to first.
All right, hold on.
So I'm assuming because I'm an ape, it's not going to apply to my hit points. My ape has not dropped any, so
Correct.
don't waste any on me. Even though it says I'm down to 2, I'm an ape with like 156 or something.
Before we start rolling, hold tight. Make sure you give them out, each one of them.
Yeah, I'm writing them down and
okay.
do that because I can't see anyone's health right now.
You should be able to see everyone up here. Remember I pulled the tokens off last time we were in
thanks.
The wastelands?
All right.
And when it's not connecting me, I am back up to 63
Oh, I can see
with
it.
my 230 feeling.
I can see
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, good. For some reason, it's showing me one for me.
Mine
Okay.
wasn't refreshing either, so I'm just reloading my page real quick. There we go. All right. Oh, so yeah, I'm still seeing Tallulah at 2.
She is.
Or no,
63.
Io is at 2.
63.
That's because
Yeah.
Io is at
Okay.
2.
Go ahead. But I'm an
your
ape.
ape is
Yes.
Okay.
156. So
All right, so let's do 20.
Just not a lot of spillover when you get knocked out.
And Senate's fine.
Yeah, I can bring you back over to this map here. To the
Rifsar,
random
why
map.
don't you take 36?
I think you put the wrong emphasis. You should be saying Senate is fine.
Yeah, yes. Rifsar, why don't you go? Yeah, okay, you took
Real quick,
36.
hold tight real quick, W. We're going to let you take care of this on the small break. We do have an ad break
okay.
coming up here shortly. So we're going to take a small break. They're going to finish up their actions. So they have basically about a minute before they can start heading back towards Caliban. But we'll be back on the other side of the ad break and see what's going on. We'll be back shortly. Stick around. right, we are back. Still waiting for some of the players to return from the break. How's everyone doing this evening? Normally, like I said, we generally don't stream on Tuesday evenings starting the first week of April. All of our streams that we do at 2 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday through Friday, are going to be going to either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to probably do some more games with this group of players. They do have some, we did run them through the Call of the Netherdeep. They're wanting to take those characters and go into the Nine Hells. So we are probably going to go ahead and run those characters through some of the Season 9 adventures for the Adventures League that went along with the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Our character, our player that plays Das, did not play through that Call of the Netherdeep with them, so they're going to be making a character, and we're going to walk through making that, and then we're going to be playing. So this is going to be a homebrew game, not an AL game, because of the fact that the AL version of it was only set up for us to use at the virtual D&D weekends. And their characters, they want to still play those characters, so we're going to probably, within the next few weeks, try to figure out a schedule for that. And then, of course, we will do our normal Dungeons and Deliberations on Tuesday evenings when we're not playing that game, but we'll do that live game. Who knows, they might, some of them mention something about being on camera, might go through, obviously we'll go through and redo our whole setup here for our layout. And all the overlays and stuff like that on Twitch here, which we will adjust once they are ready to start playing that. But it looks like, let's see, we got everyone back. First of all, cheers to Lula. Cheers to you.
Woohoo! I'm alive.
Broke my streak of probably, 3 years that a character didn't die. Probably over a decade since I had a character permadeath. So.
Ah.
I mean, it's the last episode. You have to up the stakes a bit.
Exactly.
Right?
It is the last episode, so we're going to be drinking some Ogre Milk Stout. Had one of these left, so we're going to have some of that.
That sounds like a good thing to be drinking.
Right.
Sorry
nice.
to rob you of the permadeath.
No, do not. No. We always talk about no. I always talk about how I think when DMs have situations where they perma-kill a character and stuff like that, it's. I know people get mad at me when I say it, but it's just lazy DMing. I knew that you had all of the powers to take care of getting everyone up. That's why when we have the DMs, when we finish our virtual D&D weekends like this last weekend, we had virtual D&D weekend, and we always have a toast at the end of the night on Saturday for all the DMs. And the minute they start talking about TPKs, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm out, because I am not a fan of TPKs. I do not understand how some DMs think that it's a badge of honor. I don't know. Just for me, it does have to do something with the story. And even then, what happened in that situation did have something to do with the story. So are you guys all ready to continue the story?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Yep.
Let me read this for you, and then I'm going to change maps for you. Land about a quarter of a mile, quickly taking about a minute to try to rebolster all of your health and things of that nature. As you finish up, just as it finishes, turning your sights towards Calaman, a streak of red sweeps low over the battlefield, crashing through dozens of retreating enemies. At the last moment, it sweeps upward, and a mighty red dragon perches atop a stone spire fallen from the citadel above, right near you. On the dragon's back sits a woman with short white hair and red dragon army armor. She levels a vicious pike at you as her left eye, a crimson gemstone, molders with magical flame. The Dragon Queen's victory is inevitable. Half of Ancelot already bows to Takesis.
Well, not if we can help it.
Yeah. That's as far as you'll come. That half will be free, just like the our half or something. Yeah.
And you see on the back of her dragon, Kansaldi Fire Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's his initiative.
Wait, I gotta move that so I can get mine. There we go.
Nothing personal, but we're not just going to simply let you win.
Das, you'll have to put your dragon. Did we not get your Dragonel's information in there? Das Dragon.
I
Hold
can't.
on. Hold tight. There we go. What is the hit points of your dragon?
It is Dragonel's 58. Armor class 13.
There we go. You should be able to see Das's dragon's hit points as well, right? Unfortunately, they're going to blend
Yes.
in with Das's there as well. So we're going to move Io. Yeah, we'll move Io down here for now. Is that cool with Io?
Yeah.
And you can see the rest of the
Yeah, except
battlefield, right?
I can't. No.
No, with the ape. Okay, give me 1 second. Vision. Does that help?
Yes. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and roll the dragon into initiative when if she releases it as an intelligent mount. Oh my gosh. I specifically went through this whole monster manual and made everything not whisper and still missed things. Here's Kansaldi Fire Eyes, which you've been told about the whole adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of relaying that she is the leader of the Red Dragon Army.
Kinda looks like Emo Bakaris Jr.
Here is Ignia, her dragon as well. Pretty cool handout. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool dragon, wish I could borrow it.
Right.
Especially with the fire breath, imagine all the stuff I could burn with that. Oh well.
All right, the first to act is Senate. You should see the elevation as well, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Senate, you're up first.
All right. Knowing the breath thing, I am going to go 20 feet up, and however many feet you say I can get over here, if Euclidean geometry is the thing.
Sure. Go ahead and mark yourself 20 feet. Perfect. And then, no, I did.
Sorry, I just want to see what the range is on this. Yeah, sure. Why not? Just for the heck of it. Since I can't do sneak, I'm going to try to web them where they are.
Okay. And they have to make that save when their turn starts. So go ahead and grab the web.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. You have
yeah.
the fancy things. I'll get it out. Yeah, I'm done than that. I'll find the template.
Okay. Let me see if we got any legendary actions. We do not have any legendary actions. Rifzar, you're up.
Is the web covering them?
At the moment, yes. Is that where you want to place it? Right there?
Yeah, feel free to burn it.
Better it than you, right?
Okay, I'll take you up on that suggestion. I will try to get around. How do we do this? Can I? I guess I'll just count it as double movement to squeeze past Io, and that gets me to about there.
I'll tell you what, real quick, before you begin, Rifsar, my apologies. Das, if you want to be like 20 or 30 feet in the air above your companions, you can be so.
Yes, I was going. That was going to be my first action. So if we can just say that was
Sure.
start.
Yeah, it's not a problem. You can be like 20 feet up, 30 feet up. How much do you want to be up?
20 feet would be great.
All right. We'll put that on your Dragonelle. And don't worry about where you're at on your Dragonelle here. As long as if you're fighting from the back of your Dragonelle, as long as its base is in contact with the other base, it's fine.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I am going to cast a firebolt specifically at Consoldi because I'm almost certain that targeting the dragon will do less than nothing. And I will spend a sorcery point to gain resistance to fire damage for an hour because I have a feeling that's coming.
All right. A 22 will hit, and you notice that it does 0 damage to her.
Oof.
Good to know. That gives me some useful information. I haven't spent a bonus action, but I don't know if I've got one I really want to use right now, so I'm going to end there.
All right. Tallulah.
First, I will stop talking myself on mute. And then I will take. I don't have any spells left. Or any good spells left. I will go ahead and take 2 shots at the rider with my longbow, or with my heavy crossbow.
Sure.
18 hit.
Will hit, yes.
And I will go ahead and arcane jolt that as well.
Okay.
There we go.
For 19 points.
And I will take another shot. Ooh, yay!
Nice.
For
14.
And it's a little too far to throw out my dancing sword because I don't want to go out there. I don't want to be the first into the line of fire there. But I will. Can I duck under Io as the giant ape?
Sure. If you want to move, you can.
25. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit out of breath weapon range and get to there.
All right. Anything else for Tallulah?
Nope, that'll be it.
Tallulah, you hear a cry coming from the fray of battle all around you as the dragon army, not only is it been destroyed coming down off of the citadel as it's crashed to the ground, you turn to, as you hear the cry, you turn to see something running through the fray.
Oh. Woohoo! I instantly leap up and mount him. I have no more
Unfortunately,
movement left.
you don't have any movement left.
Next time.
But Poe has joined you. Is that his hit points correct?
Let me check. I think we went up, so I think he has more now. He should 62.
Okay, 62. There we go. Oh, we'll put him right here beside you.
Excellent.
All right. That was the
I
end.
greet him enthusiastically.
The dragon is up. We will do the saving throw for the web from Senate. Was it a deck save or a con
Just
save? Strength save, right?
Dex, it's strength to break out if they get caught. But Dex
Gotcha.
to start.
Okay. Dex to start. Save is 14, right?
15.
15. It will fail its save, but it will, fortunately for you, use its breath weapon to burn the web away. So if it will have to make a recharge the next time that it wants to use the breath weapon.
That's more than a fair trade for a second level spell slot.
Yes, and Kalsandi shouts out, "You might have delayed Calaman's fall, but my troops are a mere fraction of the Dragon Army's forces. My master, Dragon High Lord Verminard, will return with greater numbers, and the dragon will move over to here. And W, you're up. Tallulah, you do see another dragon trying to descend upon you.
Okay.
Is it on the ground or is it still
Oh
hovering?
no, they're in the air.
Yeah.
Yes, they're 30 feet up right now in the
Okay.
air. Yeah, let me put that on there.
I've had holy weapons and mass cure wounds. I've revivified somebody. I've had my aura of healing, and I'm in a real tough spot. So I'm going to pray. And I'm going to try and use divine intervention to rid the lands of the dragon army and all of its members. Oh my god.
All right,
Wow.
your deity is powerful as shit, but it's
Oh
not.
my
But
goodness.
it's not enough to defeat everything of Takesis. However, the Red Dragon Army has been defeated. What
Oh my god.
the fuck? That is amazingly awesome. That needs somebody please go back and clip that so that we can put that up. On
Oh
all
my
the
god.
different-
When low rolls come in handy.
Yeah, W's legacy is for the best.
Hey,
Yeah.
W rolling low
Campaign
finally paid off.
Bad rolls. Yeah, built to that.
Yeah.
W rolling low definitely paid off.
Yep.
I turn to all of my friends and just say, ta-da.
So what does this end up looking like? Do they just vanish, or does Reorx do
With
some...
Reorx, the fires of the forge come up, and because they are radiant, not fire, you see Kansali Fire Eyes and Ignia be consumed in radiant flame as Reorx answers W's divine prayer, and it is definitely apparent to everyone that the gods indeed have returned to Kren.
Not staying neutral on that one, are you, Reorx?
W,
Wow.
I if I ever said anything slightly sarcastic about Reorx, I take it back about right now.
As Kansaldi dies and is embraced in the flame, you hear her whisper, and it's in your heads, that she says that her death is the sacrifice that Takesis wants, and the victory of the dragon army is now assured. And her body is burnt to cinders and lying on the ground amongst the rubble of the bones and ash of the dragon Ignia as well. You see that there's a helmet and the burning crimson gem that was her eye that had been embedded in her left eye socket. And you see the wave of radiant energy coming from Reorx's answering of W's prayer, spreading across the plains, all around you outside of Calaman, and bursts of the radiant energy going across the rubble of the Bastion of Takesis and the Citadel itself, and the ruins that are all over the battlefield as well.
Holy crap.
Panda Rage in chat's like, what? W is famous
was
for rolling
amazing.
low, and it actually worked this time on D100.
I am
Yep.
going to tell you, I think I've seen Divine Intervention attempted probably a half dozen times. This is the only time I've seen it work.
Right? The only
Yeah.
time I've actually had it work myself was I was actually playing a 20th level cleric. And what I had done, we were playing the island or the planet of the Tarrasques from the DM's.
Nice.
And what I did is that I had used with my cleric, because it's 100% chance at 20th level, was to remove
Right.
its reflective shield. Now, in this case, obviously, it's a little bit too powerful just to wipe out all of the dragon armies. But at least the red dragon army in this vicinity has been defeated.
Whew.
And you see what remains there on the battlefield of Kansalti, Fire Eyes' helmet, which is definitely worth some coin, as well as the burning red gem that had been embedded in her left eye socket. For those watching too, yes, his dice curse is sometimes a blessing. That is right, Panda. For those watching also, basically the Divine Intervention ability from a cleric in 5th edition. Let me pull that up. Intervention. Basically, what Divine Intervention does is that the cleric will make a prayer or a plea to their deity when the need is great. Implores the deity's aid, requires you to use your action, describe the assistance you seek, and roll a percentile dice. If the roll is equal to or lower than your cleric's level, which W is level 11, correct?
Yeah.
That the deity will answer them. The DM, of course, uses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell will be appropriate. If the D&D intervenes, he can't use it again for 7 days. So basically, he had an 11% chance to have that succeed. And W rolled a 7.
Yeah. You rolled low. You still rolled low.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
W rolling low worked out.
Yeah, it's like I stopped the bomb with like a minute and a half left, not just like 2 seconds left. Yeah.
Stunned, right?
A little bit. It reminds me of when I don't know. It reminds me of when we finished Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but I think this is even more rare for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
As you look around the battlefield, you see the bursts of radiant energy destroying the Red Dragon army that was attacking Calaman. You see a familiar face as a number of Calaman forces move into the area. And looks around to your group. And you note that it is your companion who started off as a lowly squire in the village and has since become a full-bloodied knight of the crown. You note the figure of Darrett Highwater approaching you with a number of the Calaman army. Friends, I'm not sure what has befallen here, but I'm sure that you have something to do with it, yes?
To be perfectly honest, I don't think any of us are really aware of what's happened here either.
And you see a number of the Calaman soldiers walking around, like kicking at the dust and the remains of any of the Draconic army that had battled you all around in the fray that was around your group.
The gods have returned, that is all I can say.
Indeed. What's your alignment, W?
I believe it's neutral good.
Are you so good?
Yeah. Because that's Reorx is a neutral god.
Okay. He says, "Well, I'm not sure." He kind of looks over at the burnt, charred corpse of Kensaldi there. He says, "What about that?" And he points to the gem.
I'll walk over and pick it up and take a look at it.
Give me an Arcana check. Oh, jeez, another crit. I
Wow.
love it. I don't know. You did wear black robes until you were put into the red robes.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to send a whisper to Rifzar for this. You get the sense about this item, Rifzar. If you want to share it with your party, you can.
Okay.
Rifzar is there. Let's go whisper. Of course, of those watching, of course, can see this. Players, please don't watch. And additionally,
This seems... I think this gives a special ability to see...
hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Right. And I don't have anything special for that. Okay, I just have to do a straight save.
You're fine. You know exactly what it is if you wish to destroy it or throw it away from you.
I just drop it on the ground and look a little bit like I just touched a hot stove or something.
You see a wizard with a crooked hat come out and says, "You fool of a took," and covers it up. No, I'm just teasing.
It gives power, but it is too dangerous to use.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and copy that for the rest of the group and put that into chat as well for them. Senate, any actions?
I mean, before you pasted that, I felt personally called out by the fool of a took item, but now that you pasted that,
But
Ripstar, your eyes are already glowing. Your eyes practically glow red in your art already. Which is
Yeah.
unnatural.
right. But Derek does come up to you and looks about and says, "Well, it does seem, W, my good friend, that your actions and that the gods have returned, that Reorx indeed has blessed you. As I found this among the rubble of the Flying Citadel. It bears Reorx's symbol as well."
I'm sorry. Well, do you know?
Come, my friends. Seems that victory is ours today. Perhaps
Nice.
Anselon might gain from this victory as well.
I imagine these victories will be difficult to come by. We must make the most of any that we get.
Indeed, good sir, indeed. And you can see that the group following him definitely are hardened soldiers. And you note also, Das, that all of them wear Solamnic armor as well.
Mm. The knights have returned. Caliban welcomes them as its heroes once again.
With the defeat of the Red Dragon army, you're able to return to Calaman to a hero's welcome. You see Darrett and Marshal Venry are among the first to express their awe and thanks on behalf of the entire city. Of course, truly Calaman would not have survived were it not for your party's daring. And as the rest of the day passes, you see many people, soldiers as well as commoners and citizens, working to repair the city's fortification. And as you pass through, you see many of them also, many people praying out to the what they call the old gods, as they are also honoring those that died in the city's defenses. But as it comes to nightfall, you do hear the city itself filled with celebration and song. As the a couple of days pass after the fall of the Bastion of Takesis, celebration and enthusiasm fills Calaban after the Dragon Army's defeat, as people begin to make hopeful plans for the future. Clystron, your companion that aided you to get to the Citadel in the first place with the Bastion, with the group of Dragonel that you had witnessed him feeding at the top of one of the buttes in the northern wastes, definitely has seen more than enough of the city. Sitting around at the Wanderer's Rest one evening with you all, he's sitting there and he's like, my friends, your valor and bravery is beyond measure. But I must say, I've seen enough of the city and civilization. I'm very eager to return to Heart's Hollow. The Dragonels, other than yours, of course, Das, have expressed their interest in returning to their homes in the waste as well. I will take my leave in the morning. Of course, you are always welcome at Heart's Hollow. The next time you visit the wastes, if need be. Good luck, he says. And he finishes his pint and will embrace everyone if they will accept, and will take his leave.
Yep.
Of course.
Hope to visit soon.
Shortly after, Marshal Vendry, ever pragmatic, does join your festivities at your table in the Wanderer's Rest as well. Seems Reorx has definitely blessed the city. But that is the end of the Red Dragon army, but I'm wary. If Takesis has truly returned, and if Reorx has, and Paladine has, and she glances over to Das, says that we'll definitely need to reinforce the city's defenses.
Well, I do believe that I have some experience with smithing, and I might be able to help with that.
That would be most helpful. I'm planning on sending agents from Calaman to Maelgoth and Palanthus to perhaps court the Knights of Salamnia and the country's other great cities to aid in Calaman's defenses and see what aid we can lend as well to them.
Yes, if nothing else, we have proven that they can be stopped here. Maybe that will embolden the other regions to send their own forces.
Indeed, and the news of the gods returning will definitely play a part in that as well. Perhaps speaking with the wizards of high sorcery might benefit us also. And she kind of glances over to Io and Rifsar.
It could, most definitely. Happy to give word if we can.
Your aid has definitely been without peer in defending our city. Indeed, it was wise to have such a special force, as it were. She chuckles. And that you'll reach over and grab a pitcher and fill everyone's glasses again. Enjoy the victory. And she stands up and walks away. Shortly after that, as again the revelry is going all around you, you see Mayor Raven, who wishes to just be called Raven, does approach you with a few of Vogler's villagers. You've noted a few of them as you were helping the village across the river down into the bay just outside of Calaman. Friends, heroes of Calaman, I just wanted to let you know that we are leading a raid, an initial foray back to Vogler. We hope to see what can be salvaged and perhaps maybe start to rebuild the village.
I hope so. So quaint there, reminded me of home.
Yes, and of course, to honor our friend, I'm committed to hosting a fantastic Kingfisher Festival in the village next year.
Ooh, I'll be there.
We hope to see the champion fisherman there, she says.
Yes.
Nods and smiles in Io's direction.
Yeah, maybe I could win again.
Well, you've already caught the big one.
Mm-hmm. I was. Benabog, right?
Yes, and he was released, right? So he's still out there.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
There's
Oh,
always
yes.
a bigger fish, is what they say.
Right.
And as the celebration continues on, Tallulah heading up to the bar, you know, with your stature and such like that, at first trying to order a drink or whatever, people realize it's you and they kind of move aside and let you climb up onto one of the bar stools. And hopping up at the stools next to you, you see Rookledust and Fan.
Oh, hello.
Yes. What can you tell us of the Bastion? What did you find? What did you find at the City of No Names?
A lot of destruction. A lot of things I didn't get to investigate before we had to run away. Was thinking really hard about what else that tinkering wise I could tell them.
You can totally go through and relate everything, like when you went into the room and there was all of those contraptions. They said, don't touch them, Tallulah, and you touched them, and had all that,
right.
you know, fun in there and everything. And you find out that they, even though Rukanas and Than have a little bit difference of their different fields of interest, they learn to work really well together. And they're fascinated by the prospect of collaborating in the future. And they wanted to let you know that they plan to return to Rookledust's workshop and then begin working on new inventions.
Tallulah would be thrilled to do that with them, especially if we could perfect the gnome flinger a little bit more.
especially if war is still spreading across Kryn. That would be something that might be of importance not only to Calaman, but the other cities throughout Ansalon as well.
Yes. We need to figure out how to make it mobile.
And eventually, as the celebrations continue into the night over the next couple of days, sitting in the Wanderer's Rest, Das, you and Senate sitting together, perhaps maybe joking about who's in charge, who's the smarter of the two, who's the stronger of the two, who's the wisest of the two. You're met approaching your table with your good friend Darrett. He kind of sits down with a bit of worry on his face. Still, of course, very happy as people come by, as he was very successful in leading many of the units, the unit following you across the northern wastes, as well as coming back to defend Calaman itself. He says, "Well, my friends, although the danger of the Dragon Armies is past for the moment, I plan to make a pilgrimage to the city of Maelgoth, where I hope to become a true member of the Knights. For the two that saw the best in me, I would hope that you might accompany me in this journey."
But of course, Senate. We need some bad jokes to entertain us on the road.
I mean, someone's got to come along. I mean, he started as a little boy and he led a city. If the Knights wouldn't take him, then what good is the whole organization? Someone's got to talk some sense.
Yeah, aren't you already? I mean, I'm already a Knight of Solamnia, at least in my mind. Aren't you already as much given what you've done, Darren?
Well, I wear the armor, but at the same time, it's always good to have the validation to become official.
Well, you are already a knight in my mind, as am I. But it requires some paperwork, seals of approval. I'm happy to endorse, or happy to be your sponsor.
I would greatly appreciate that, and that respect and honor would definitely be something that I would love to accept. Darrett says.
I'll handle the paperwork. That one doesn't really write so well.
And Derek kind of chuckles and kind of rolls his eyes at your two bantering back and forth, as he's used to seeing, especially when you were staying in still staying in Castle Calaman in the abandoned ballroom up above. But a week after the siege, the city hosts a great ceremony in the courtyard of Castle Calaman to celebrate your adventuring group, and of course to honor all those that perished in the defense of the city. Everyone is honored with medals and speeches, those both alive and those that have lost their lives. Governor Thren, the new governor, and Marshal Vendry personally thank each of you. Before all assembled, Marshal Vendry pronounces your commitment to the Calaman military honorably discharged. You've completed the terms of your involvement with the Calaman's defenders. And each one of you that accept this, and I'm assuming that you all do,
Yeah.
are each granted a platinum medallion bearing the symbol of Calaman. And this platinum symbol, this platinum medallion is worth 2,500 gold pieces. For those that wish to still still remain in Calaman's army, let me know in chat in Roll20, or just voice it here in chat if you wish to go ahead and remain a member of the army.
I have a feeling Doss might be the only one who would actually do this, and that would be somewhat undecided because he would not be. He would lead the army. He might not necessarily be part of the army, so he'll think about it.
Rivsar would decide to accept the discharge because he believes the war is likely spreading much further than this. There are fronts along other parts of Ansalon, and he thinks his knowledge that he's gained here might be needed with the mages of high sorcery to help them, better prepare to fight the dragon armies elsewhere.
Sure. What about
Ditto
Io?
for Io.
Okay.
Io feels the same about helping the mages, and yes,
What about Senate?
go for
Senate-
strength slide.
Senate will take the discharge, but before he does, he's
Are
going
you sure?
to.
Are you sure you're going to take the discharge?
Yeah, I mean, I'm traveling up with Derek there to talk some sense into the knights. Maybe I'll join up again if they see reason.
Well, they do mention that, of course, if you're traveling there, they will give you a leave to travel if you wish to stick around. They would really love your insight and your planning. I mean, after all, you are the leader of this band, and that your insight to the battle plans were obviously what was needed.
I mean, I'd fail the insight check against the flattery, but all right. I guess I could be convinced, but first of all, Senate is going to seek out that Sergeant Gellum, or whatever her name was, whatever her rank was
Yeah.
from before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give her my medal. She deserves it more than what I've done for what she's gone through, and I can always nick Dosses on the road.
Fair enough. But for accepting that, then, Senate, you're given a title for staying in the army.
Senate a knight.
Nice. It's like Guardian of the Citadel with Peregrine Took.
Right.
But
Does
go ahead.
does that come with a castle?
Unfortunately, does not. But it does make you the only actual knight of the group.
So it's kind of a lateral. It's kind of a lateral move, I guess.
But of course, the responsibilities of this position and future assignments, being that you are a hero of the battle against the Red Dragon Army, given your choice of groups and special forces to lead and such like that. But as you, of course, meet with all of your friends that you've met on your journeys over the last few weeks and months since the Red Dragon Army first came to Vogler, finishing to try to rebuild the town, having received your awards, you do note that as you're helping to rebuild some of the walls, some of the buildings that were destroyed and such like that, you receive at the door of the ballroom, where you have since been made into a luxury apartment for all of you to stay in while you're in Castle Calaman here in the city. And a guard does deliver a message to you. He hands it over. Who would like to take it?
I am titled.
Yeah.
That is beneath me. One of you can read it, please.
I thought you were the leader. Shouldn't you take all the important missives?
Yeah, I should be read them by my underlings, but yes, go on.
Not yet at night, Doss. Squire, fetch my wine.
This is
Fine,
making
I
this
will
all
read
easier to leave Calaman right now.
You're ready to leave it there right now.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Io, they hand you the letter, and the first thing you notice is it's sealed with blue wax,
Hmm.
and it bears the Dragon Queen's symbol.
Oh my. Are you sure you don't want to be the one who handles this? Looks important.
I mean, all right. If no one else will, yes, I can read it. At least I think I can. Unless it's one of them magic things.
As you crack it open, it reads thusly. I'm going to put it in Roll20 chat, and I'm going to put it in Twitch chat as well. It says, "Congratulations, heroes of Calaman. I toast your bravery and daring. Reduce audacious souls such as yourselves, and will be watching your exploits with interest. Your city has escaped the Dragon Queen's grasp today, but none can defy her will for long. I hope that when we first meet, it won't be among Calaman's ruins." But the message bears no signature, but the seal of the symbol of the Dragon Queen impressed upon blue wax suggests an agent of the Blue Dragon Army.
Well,
It seems all of Takesa's forces have a talent for making threats.
And that will
Yep.
bring us to the end of The Shadow of the Dragon Queen.
woot woot.
Great job, everyone. I'll give you all
Amazing.
one guess who that message was from.
Bakaris.
So yeah.
W
if you
fails
read
as
the
a
books-
strike dead.
If you read the books, you know who that is from. And actually, if you read the books, you know the answer to W's question. Point there too is actually not that far off.
Yep.
Mm.
That would be the sister of Karaman and Raceland.
Yeah.
The ex.
Kitiara Usmathar.
Yep, Kitiara.
And
that-
guesses who is her underling in the Blue Dragon Army?
Who's that?
Senate.
Bakaris the Younger.
Maybe he didn't die falling from that big huge height. So the question is, do our players want to continue on with their characters from Call of the Nether, or do they want to continue on, perhaps maybe doing some fun homebrew in Dragonlance? We'll let them decide that, considered, of course, as the Knight of Calaman, what's going to happen next. But we do have some ads coming up here shortly. That is going to bring us to the end of the adventure. Thank you all for playing. This was amazing journey.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
Mitch.
you very much.
Very great job tonight. I cannot believe you rolled that divine intervention.
I know, that was amazing.
I've been like speechless since it happened. I was like, oh, I want to do some cool epilogues. I want to do that, and then I just like, no, I just can't even think. I don't. That's insane. It's pure insanity for sure.
If we did not get a clip of that, I'm going to go back through and clip it from the video on demand afterwards. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. We appreciate everyone coming through. It was awesome. Also, we had Nova earlier that used some of his gold coins, which actually really helped Tallulah in her saving from death from the first time. Unfortunately, the dragon did get her the second time, but due to the actions of the group, they were able to bring her back as well. Great session tonight, everyone. Amazing adventures overall. We do have some ads coming up here, so we're going to go ahead and release the players. We're going to take a small little break. I'll have a little bit of some announcements after we're done, but we're going to take a small little break here. We'll be back shortly, and then we're going to send out for a raid when we come back. So everyone stick around for that, and stick around for the raid, and we'll be back shortly.
All right.
right, everyone, back after that small little ad break. Thank you all for watching. This was the culmination of a really fun campaign. Does everyone have their Adventures League logs on them to mention the date we actually started this game?
Ooh, let me look. We started. Wasn't the epic? We started on February 7th
February 7th of last year, so over a year.
of 2000. Yeah.
That is amazing. All right. Well, does anyone have any closing things they want to say before we head out? We're going to go ahead and raid Charmed Fantasy here shortly. But does anyone have any farewells or anything like that? Hopefully it's not farewell. Hopefully we'll be back with this group playing some more adventures here in the coming months. Anything?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Mitch, for over a year of putting up with these roles and these characters.
Well, I want to thank you all too for allowing me to stream this on here. I know we did it. We did the first stream for our 1-year anniversary for becoming affiliates on Twitch, and I really do appreciate that. If we do decide to do some more games, to stream them, stuff like that, if anyone wants to, again, you do not feel obliged in any way to have yourself on camera. But if you want to be on camera, that's totally up to you as well. So that's something we'll look forward, we'll talk about and figure out here in the coming weeks. Again, we were COVID positive, so we're not going to be able to go to Gary Con this week. We might even do some games and play some games this weekend. What is that about? What? Me playing games? But we will be back next Sunday for. We were initially going to have that evening off for from our Fan Delver Below the Shattered Obelisk. We're going to play that this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to come back and check that out. Tomorrow we do have our Tavern Talks of the Shifty Boar at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and then Thursday and Friday we'll have our Dungeon Delving stream as well, playing some Lord of the Rings online. Thanks to our players tonight. Definitely love you all very much. It was so awesome to play with you for this campaign. Of course, thanks to all of our supporters, especially our patrons from Patreon. If you'd like to help support the channel, of which Das is one of our awesome patrons. If you'd like to help support the channel, please consider becoming a patron or subbing here on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheMasterOfDungeons. We'd love Prime subs as well. If you have Amazon Prime, you can hook it up to your Twitch account, have a free sub every month, and we'd love for you to spend that here. The link, of course, to our Patreon page as well as our YouTube channel and all of our social media accounts can be found in the About Us section below here on Twitch. If you would subscribe to us on YouTube, it is free. Like and comment on the videos. This video will be up in a couple of weeks as well. It'll be available also video on demand here on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Give us some likes, retweets, all of that good stuff. Every sub, like, and share helps us immensely. You can also support us by clicking on the About Us section below. Chat with these players, these awesome players, and join the Master of Dungeons community Discord server, where you can help shape an accepting, caring, and inclusive community. The merch store is also available. We have a number of awesome t-shirts in there, some hoodie, some glassware, some hats as well. Check that out. And of course, tips are always welcome but not expected. Thanks for watching. We're going to raid into Charmed Fantasy. Please stick around for that. And as always, happy adventuring. Take care, everyone.